This is a short tutorial on using Frames. Frames is a program by Tech for Learning, and it allows you to create animation clips. Today we will create a short clip about why the chicken crossed the road. Okay, the first thing we need to do is find a picture of a road. If we go up to our Library tab, click on the Library tab, and click in Clip Art. This will give you a collection of pictures to choose from. We're going to use the one in the Community folder. So you'll have to scroll down to the Community folder and open that folder. And we're going to choose the north-south road and place that on our frame. So I'm going to come up here to the middle tab, and I'll click and just drag it up so it goes all the way to the top of my page, and then go to the bottom here to this tab and do the same thing and drag it all the way down. I'm also going to make my road just a little bit wider, so I can click and drag out the sides as well. I need to add a background and my duck. So I'm going to come up first to the Options tab and click on the Options tab, and then I have to click outside of my picture onto the background. Now I will have an option to fill in the color. Just click in the color box and it will bring up all my choices of colors. I'm going to pick a green so it looks like grass on either side of the road. Let's choose a little darker color green. There we go. Now I need to add a chicken to my frame. So I'm going to go up to the Library tab. And if you click on the house, it will bring you back to the main menu and find Clip Art. Double click to open that file folder. And then we'll find our chicken under Animals. So double click to open up Animals and Farm Animal folder. And there's my chicken. I'm going to double click on this chicken and place her on my frame. And then I need to move her to the side of the road and have her head just barely peeking out. Now that I have my background, my road, and my chicken, I'm going to click outside of my chicken so that I don't have anything selected on my frame. So holding my mouse over the frame, I'm going to right click and choose the option Duplicate. This completely duplicates the entire frame. I can now move my chicken just slightly and then duplicate this frame and continue doing this until I have the chicken all the way across the road. Now that I have my chicken on the other side of the road, I'm going to take my chicken and flip him so he's facing back in the direction that he came from. To do this, I will hold my mouse over the chicken. I will right click, and then you will see the option to flip horizontal. Click on that, and now my chicken is facing the direction that he came from. Now I'm ready to add text to my frames. I'm going to go back to my first frame. So slide it all the way back up, click on the first frame, and all I have to do is come over here on my toolbar and click on the text button. I will get a text box, double click inside the text box and add my text. And I have "Why did the chicken cross the road?" I'm going to go ahead and make the text larger, change the font style, and also the text color. To do this, I first have to click outside of my text box, then click back in my text, and now I can resize it. Click and drag the text up. I can change the color so that it's one that can be seen better on the background I have. Change the style. and bold my font. Then I'm going to drag my box over to the side and make it larger so that all the text fits in the box. There we go. Now I will go to the last frame and answer the question. Once again, I'm going to click on the text box, double click inside my text box, and answer the question. Click outside my text box and then back in. And now come over here to my options and change the font style, the font size, color, and make it bold. Then click and drag my text over to the grass and drag out my text box so I can see all my text. And then I am ready to add some sound. To add my sound, I need to go back to the library. So click on the library tab, click on music, and open up that folder, and playlist. And I have a sound file here. By clicking on the green arrow, it will add it to my frames. Ready to play my animation and preview it, so I want to come all the way back up to the top. Click on the first frame. And for this frame, I'm going to want to make it a little bit longer than the others. So to do that, I'm going to go back to my options file. And there's a duration button at the bottom. And the default is 0.5. And I'm going to click and drag this out to about 2 seconds. That way there is enough time for the audience to read what I have written on the screen. So I'm going to hit the play button. And all that I have left to do is to save my file. So I'll come up here to my toolbar and click on Save. And then if I want to share this, I want to make it into a file that can easily be put on the websites or emailed. So I'm going to click on Make. And this will turn it into a short little movie file. It's going to prompt me to make sure that I have my changes saved. And then it will bring up an export window and ask me how I want to. And I'm going to choose Adobe Flash. And once again, I need to save the file. And when it's done, it gives me the option to launch it and view my completed animation file.